Yo guys, sorry, you already know that today we're back playing some more Fire Emblem, the Sacred Stones. On the last time we finished floor 8 of the Lagdou Ruins. We are now ready for floor 9, but we have to do the setup and everything. So let's go ahead and look at the map and see what we're dealing with. I do see a lot of bows, which is interesting. A lot more monsters wielding like weapons. Only this one eye that does have a Shadowshot, so I do need to be careful of that. And then up here we have a lot of these big guys, some of these. I don't really see that many spiders. There's only a couple of eyes. Oh, we got a lot of shadow shots to deal with though. Okay, that is very, very scary, and I do not like that at all. I can't really let that affect me too much. I think I'm just gonna have to be, hopefully, it looks like at least in this one I can sort of move as a group, you know? I wonder if I can get a longbow person up here to take care of that eye. I don't know, that's a lot of shadow shots. I'm a little worried. Let's see who I would want to bring. I guess, dang, that really sucks. I want to be looking at who has high resistance, because that's who I'm going to need. I don't need to bring Colm. I don't see any chests on the map. We might leave Cormag. We're not bringing Volter. Volter sucks. I think Amelia's solid. I think Ephraim, yeah, Ephraim is definitely going to be a good bring. And Amelia, and I was going to bring Joshua. I wonder if he'll be okay. I do wonder if he'll be okay. Because I do need some, like, damage, you know? And these other ones can do some damage. Not, like, a ton of damage. Okay. I think this is going to be our squad. Alright, let's look at the items and make sure we've got enough to you know, get going. You only have one javelin. I wonder if there is anything else. No, not really. I might be able to trade somebody else's either javelin or spear of some kind who is not here. Cormac has a spear that he could part with. And that is the only one I really see. Okay, I don't see anything hiding down here. Figured I'd double check. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I really wish I had a few more, but that's okay. I'm gonna let Ephraim keep his javelin, and we'll do that. Okay. Also, let's see. I'm going to take the steel sword, and then Iron Lance Kill Lance should be fine. Ephraim's on the map if I need to go to the supply in the middle of the battle. I think you can keep those. Actually, I might give the longbow back to Inns. Inns can have that going on. You're fine there. All right, Amelia definitely needs another weapon here. And let's see, we got some. I could maybe use the Brave Lance. I think that'd be good. You have a full steel axe and killer axe. Yeah, I think maybe something like that will be fine. There's that 7 uses of Vidofnir that I did see. I guess we're gonna save that for the final floor. You've got Iron Lance, Steel Lance, the ability to get more, and your 2 special weapons. This is a solid start. I'm a little worried of how many I have, but I think we're actually okay. Wait a minute. I just skipped over, like, loot and Ardor for some reason. So Ardor has Mend, which is fine. I don't know if I need... Barrier will increase magic resistance. I wonder if that's worth bringing with all the shadow shot, just as like an option. I don't hate it. And then you have Physic and Mend. You have still 22 uses of Elfire. So I think I'll also take this other Mend. And this would be fine. Okay. Let's look at our formation. Yeah, this is gonna be rough. I would love to be able to get up to this Shadowshot eyeball. I am very worried about it. But I don't know that there's that much I can do about it, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna be maybe like safe stating at like the start of each turn just to try and be as safe as possible. I don't really know. Maybe I should have someone with a better defense go off to the right. I think I might have Ephraim go to right hand side. Okay, I think I generally have an idea. So I'm gonna go ahead and safe state it, and then we are going to just run it, I guess. All right, so here we go. With all these shadow shots, I am very worried that things could go very poorly for us. And I guess I have to be mentally ready to make some sacrifices potentially, which is not ideal, but it is something that I have to think about. So I'm just going to send Ephraim up here. Ephraim should probably take quite a few attacks from the bow people on the right-hand side. You know, but you're just like Iron Bow. Like, none of these are really all that strong. Ephraim can kind of just run through. There's only one eyeball on the right-hand side. So if I could get to that... If I stay on the bottom here, I'll be pretty safe. You can reach... I mean, you can just straight up reach me. That's just something that I have to be able to live with. So I'm going to send Vanessa up here to take care of this one. I'm going to have to hope for a crit, I guess. Yeah, we have 16 uses. And I'm pretty sure I still have another Killer Lance in the supply. Alright, well, we didn't get it, because Killer Weapons never crit, apparently. I can only get crits with, like, Iron Lances and stuff. I think Inns is actually, like, safe enough to finish this guy off. I don't think Inns is dying to one Shadow Shot or anything like that. I don't think this... yeah, the eyeball cannot go over the wall. So it is going to be stuck doing Shadow Shot. I know the Crimson Eye does slightly more damage, I think. Yeah, everyone should be safe, actually. I'm looking 42, so anybody with more than 42 HP is safe. Like, Joshua has pretty low resistance, but with more than 42 HP, like, he's fine. I'm gonna have Arter be here. Okay, I kind of want... I just want to be, like, you know, safe as I can. Actually, I'm gonna send Joshua up here and have the Rune Sword. That way he can gain back health if need be. And not like multiple. I'm just gonna go here. All right, I don't know. A lot of times these Shadow Shot eyeballs don't actually attack me. They're kind of there just to look threatening instead of actually do anything. Or sometimes their hit rate's like pretty low. So we know Hayden. That should be pretty consistent across the chapter. That 49% hit rate and 29 damage. So it's gonna be a 50-50. Hayden needs to get attacked by two 50-50s for that to really matter. Okay, but that eyeball did kind of stand still. And I'm interested to see... Oh, right, there's also fire spots. I did not even look at those literally at all when planning where I was stopping. Okay, that's probably because there aren't any over here. So this one... No, could not have. Okay. I'm interested if I can kill. I can. Okay, then we're doing it this way. I do believe both Shadow Shot eyeballs at the top left would be able to attack Inns. So instead, I'm going to go ahead and rescue and just kind of move them to safety. All right, I'm going to have Hayden come over here and just, you know, put in a little bit of work. Probably finish that off with like Arter or something. Because I think I took a little bit of poison damage, but I didn't really take damage, so nobody really needs to be healed. I'm gonna go ahead and finish you off. Yeah, the start of this should be the easiest part. It really just is gonna be about what comes after. All right, so I'll have Amelia go here. This one will be able to get me. Okay. Let's have Joshua do some stuff here. This is a guaranteed kill. Let's take the guarantee. As long as I'm in a spot where I can only get attacked by one shadow shot, I think I'll be okay. That's really the only threat to my life. Can I can take and drop you there, which is perfect. And then Ephraim, let me just make sure you got lance, you've got sword. I should be pretty safe to just use. I think I'm still pretty safe to just use an iron sword or an iron lance, because this steel sword guy does not seem very strong. So even if he comes around and attacks Hayden, Hayden can attack back and kill. So I'm perfectly fine with that. I think Hayden might be right at the edge of the range for the Shadowshot eyeball, but Shadowshot plus this little guy is not going to do much. So yep, this one comes up to Ephraim. Ephraim just kind of, if he doesn't get any crits, it'll just be chip damage, and if he gets crits like that one, then he just kills. So okay. Like we're starting off pretty decently well. Yeah, so we know that other Shadow Shot was going to do 29 damage if it hits. So assuming this other one isn't way stronger, Hayden will survive, because I assume he'd be the one targeted, although it could be Joshua. Joshua might have a lower resistance, but they're going to go for Ephraim. It has a lower percent chance to hit. Still 27 damage, which is not nothing. But they missed anyway. Okay. And as long as none of the other eyeballs move, we're fine. A lot of these monsters up here are going to come to us like on really low health, because they're using no strategy in terms of where they're stopping. I will have to use some strategy in terms of where I'm stopping. Okay, I am going to come down here and heal up Hayden to full. He's not somebody that I want injured. I am going to double check that none of these eyeballs will attack below the wall, so we are safe from that. Which means this should be the only one to do any damage, which means I can pretty freely move my units up without fear of it being a bad decision. So I guess I'm just gonna kill. I didn't think that Joshua was gonna do enough damage. I wanted to have the option to kill with Hayden if Joshua did not get a crit. But we're kind of chilling. Okay. Kind of schmoving along here. Let's see. I mean, I could do it this way. Have Hayden do some damage here. Maybe we'll get a crit. Oh, all right. So Ephraim, you are not needed for that kill there. Level 90 Hayden with more strength, skill, speed, and luck. Okay. We've actually made a like good unit out of him. Steel bow, nothing. Worm Slayer, poison sword, and a steel bow. So what I'm looking at is I'm like, oh, I have a straight shot of this eyeball. This is a free kill. Can Ephraim take the like 5 attacks that are going to come his way? I think he can. That and the fire damage. I think he can. I am going to save state just to be super safe. So now if this backfires on me, then I don't have to redo the entire chapter, because I feel like it has been pretty clean up to this point. So I think Ephraim is going to be okay. Then I will start moving everybody else. Oh, barrier. Yeah, I don't think you're being targeted. Seems like Ephraim and Hayden were the ones targeted. I want to test if a flying unit will take fire damage. Okay. So you came for Hayden. She missed. That's fine. So I don't even have any worms on the field. Yeah, you're doing 0 damage. And unfortunately, probably shouldn't waste javelin uses like that, but I think I just have to expect that I'm going into the final chapter with like no javelins or spears, or very, very little uses of them. Which is fine. We'll make do with it. But at least we can attack back to this guy. Nice, nice. And there should be one bow person over the wall. Yep. And, oh, you are going to be 1. Oh, okay, just kidding. I was going to say you're going to be 1 point away from dying, but just kidding. Ephraim made sure that you died. Okay. Now we're going to be moving. Oh, okay, you can attack over the wall as well. That's fine. Cool. Let's maybe preserve those javelin uses. Okay, Vanessa does still take damage from being on the flames. That was something that I figured was worth testing while I was in a pretty safe environment to do so. Okay, so we need to be a little careful about what we do here. I don't need to be like, yeah, I'm gonna, maybe something like this is fine, you know. Just do some damage like this. I'm gonna start moving into Shadowshot eyeball range, which means that I need to be very careful about how I approach this. I will go ahead and get the kill with Hayden again. Hayden's basically just gonna pop off this this chapter. He should get himself to level 20 easily with 1 or 2 more wins. Okay, you have the physic. I think I might do that. I'm gonna come down here and just physic Ephraim, get him fully healed up, and then from here, what I can do is, you will be in range of 1, maybe even 2 Shadowshot eyeballs. Okay. Well, I know I just said about conserving javelin uses, but I think it might be worth just like going lightly into Shadowshot eyeball range. But now I should only be in range of 1. I don't really know what the plan is. I'm gonna have to go low. Well, I guess I can go up more freely once I don't have these 2 also attacking me. So I'm hoping to sort of bait this one down. I don't know if this guy's gonna move at all. And then to avoid the fire, I will longbow you. Yeah, that's fine. I know I'm running out of longbow uses, but I think we'll be fine. Okay, so I'll move you over here. You right there. And then Vanessa will be needing some healing eventually. Okay, we got these little soldiers that are coming after me. I guess I'm taking no damage. That was nice to protect myself, I guess. Oh, that one's almost gonna die. They're both almost gonna die. Alright, Shadowshot did not attack me. So I think we just kind of go for it. Yeah, no, we should be safe. We should be safe. I don't see in any way that this will end badly for me. Nah, I'm gonna save state just to be safe. Only because I think there's technically a world where I can get attacked by 2 Shadowshot eyeballs, and then I like cry about it because they kill me. So in that world, I want to be able to like roll back if I get unlucky, or if there's just one unit that cannot deal with that, or what have you. All right, I'm just gonna finish you off like this. All right, and then there is big boy right up there. I don't think that's worth using a longbow for. But what might be worth doing is using one of these special things. I don't have a great way of taking out this big monster. And we got a crit, so that's only 1 use of the Sigmund for that. That's a good trade-off. Alright, so now Ephraim's kind of out there, a little overextended. That's fine. I'm gonna have Hayden come up here. Like, I really want to just get after these eyeballs. If I put Inns here and he survives, on the next turn I can use the longbow to take out that eyeball there. Okay. Where can you get to? I don't want to use all my physics right now, so I'm only going to move up a little bit and just mend you. I do want Vanessa at full health. Alright, I feel like we're actually making pretty good progress here, which is really good. Alright, let's see what happens. I think we're going to be okay. But I could get unlucky. And Joshua's not a sacrifice I'm willing to make. It is something I'm considering, though. Because realistically, how many times have I actually brought Joshua to these ruins? How many times have I needed to sit someone on the bench and it's been Joshua because of his low resistance? But to be fair, he did dodge both of those, so that's nice of him. All right, so these three are coming my way. That's perfectly fine. All right, and the ground did some of my work for me. Love that. But yeah, now Inns can very easily take out this eyeball, so now nobody's taking 2 shadow shots, which is fantastic. You just have a steel bow. I guess I'll risk in safety. Because I can't. So that eyeball I'm just going to have to deal with. It's going to shadow shot me once every single turn. I guess I could do the math. If I get hit by shadow shot, that's 42 minus 13 is 29. And then you do 27. So that's 14. So 29 plus 14 is 43. So Inns should still be alive, no matter what. Okay. So with that being said, I am going to... I don't think... Vanessa might not be able to cross that gap either. I'm going to put Vanessa here, and I'm going to trade Inns' longbow for the short bow. That's fine. And then now, I can pretty safely come up here. Okay, you cannot quite attack anyone. Fine. So I will have you... Yeah, this is like the only one you can attack. You do a killing edge, maybe. Yeah, we'll get a crit. We'll get a crit. I knew it. Okay. And, oh, we got a brave sword. That is very, very nice. I guess I will... Actually, I'm going to put the steel blade back, and I'm going to start using the brave sword a little bit more. Okay, then here... Oh, I just kill with the short bow. That is not something I'm used to seeing. I guess because you're not at full health. Alright, now Hayden's starting to get crits. I mean, talking trash on the last floor. And then that spot is also safe. But yeah, we are starting to get close to another set of eyeballs. Okay, so Ephraim might take 2 shadow shots here. I'm going to trust in his ability to dodge. Because I think he can. And if he can't, well, I only really have to rewind back like an extra turn. Which is fine. But I'm not sure if they're all going to target Ephraim right now anyway. They might. Get that 50 gold, I guess. Alright, so we got one going for Hayden. That is perfectly fine because he's not in range of another one. So even if he gets hit, I'm not worried about it. And... Alright, anybody else? You are going to come to attack Inns. Inns is going to get 1. Going to get 2. Did not crit, but he can just finish it off on the next turn. That also helps. Okay, Vanessa cannot cross the gap, which is unfortunate. But, alright, we've got that going for us. Aiden seems to be the one that they're really going after. But you know what? Go ahead and get yourself a higher magic resistance. There, I used a barrier staff. I did something. Okay. think. Ooh. I'm gonna safe state here now. And the reason for that is I want Joshua to kind of lead the charge, but I am obviously a little worried that he gets, you know, targeted by the shadow shots and then things don't go well. I think I'm gonna go ahead and rescue you and just bring you along. Okay, Ephraim. I'll have Ephraim kind of lead the charge here. We'll have Hayden come up. And all right, I'm not touching any fire. Let's see how this goes. This is kind of dangerous. I could have doubled back. There was a breakable wall. I could have just gone through the top right. I should maybe consider that as an option, because if I go through that, then I can get the eyeball on the right hand side, and then I don't have to worry about getting double attacked by these eyes. But we'll see. Okay. I mean, the low hit rates make me think that I should be okay, but it is a risk that I'm taking literally every turn. Oh, I didn't realize that you were in range to be close enough to attack me. All right. So. But I mean, this is also a breakable wall. I think it is. It's so much safer over here. It is so much safer over here. Dang, that's unfortunate. I don't know why I was so gung-ho about going to the left. I really should just break open that wall to the right. I think I'm changing my strategy mid fight. So I'm going to do a little bit of this. If you don't get a crit, then somebody else can finish up. I want like a strong. So this front line is going to become sort of my back line. And so Hayden still should have that barrier, which means that is going to be helpful for his chances of survival. And then I'm gonna have everybody go back over to the right. I think this little corridor to the left. Okay, another speed, another skill is actually pretty good. It just makes me a little too nervous seeing like Joshua have to potentially like take that. I don't know. I don't love it. So I'm gonna start moving back this way because I just think this is gonna be safer for me. And coming from the right side, it'll be easier. I mean, I'm still gonna have to deal with the two eyeballs, but I think it's gonna be a little bit easier. It'll be easier to get in range of one. If I need to bait out like 5 shadow shots and then move closer, I will. I'm not above doing something like that. But most likely, I won't bother with that, and I'll just safe state and move forward. And if I get unlucky, then I'll resort to stuff like that. But actually, I'm starting to feel pretty good about where we're at here. That's a higher chance to hit me, but just less damage overall. That's the weapon triangle, and loot still dodges. All right, and now that monster, I don't know if this monster's gonna move or not. But I'm gonna do one more turn here. So we got that, and then we'll definitely be able to finish this on the next time. Wait, okay. Why did I think that somebody took damage? But no, not really. All right, I'm gonna have you on this side. And then you could be right here. And now this wall is open. And right here we've got Steel Lance, Poison Bow. I'm just gonna plug up the chokehold, or the choke point here. We'll have Amelia there. Josh will come up. All right, we'll let him run one turn. I think we're gonna end the video after they do their thing. We got one big guy coming from behind. That's perfectly fine. I've got people able to take him out. All right, so not a kill. So the other one can't get me. All right, so Loot is the one being targeted with shadow shots. That is perfectly fine. Because Loot can get healed up and also just keeps dodging somehow. That's crazy. But all right. I feel pretty good about where we're at. So I'm going to end it off here, and we should finish this up on the next time. So we keep our current progress of 2 videos per floor. With that logic, we should really only be 3 videos away from the end of the series, so we are really getting close. Hopefully you are excited about that and have been enjoying. If so, let me know, but I will see you in the next time. So till then, peace out.